Well, hello everybody, and I hope you guys are all doing well. I don't know how to start this video outside of. I don't know how to start this video outside of. First of all, just saying I love my people. Shout out to you guys for your support. I appreciate it. Um, Thank you for the opportunity thank you for allowing me to help you guys. But basically, I'm going through a lot of changes in my life. And in this video, I just want to kind of put it out there that there may be a lot of emotions that come through this video. And if it just suddenly ends, let it be. Please don't flood my inboxes or anything like that. I don't expect sympathy. I'm using this time to share what's on my mind, what's in my heart, and hopefully assist people who possibly is going through the same things and or who have been through the same things. My younger sister, who I've had the privilege to know for 27 years, who have loved me 100%, who have accepted me 100%. Ooh. My sister passed on this morning. I'm at peace with my sister passing. I want to get this off my chest because you guys are my people, and you guys have shown me love and respect, and we have a lot of similarities. So that's why I'm here sharing this. And I was going to wait. Some time. But I'm not that type of person like to hold things inside, because when it comes to emotions, if I hold on to these emotions and these thoughts, it does make me sick. And that is the disadvantage of being an empath. And there's just a whole bunch of stuff that's going through my mind right now. Like I said, I'm at peace of my sister's passing. I think about my mother and I think about her children because they don't have a mother. If many of you have been following me on my other channel, my sister decided to get a weight loss surgery in 2012. And we didn't want her to get that surgery. For one, surgery is risky. I've had many surgeries, so it's risky. And even when I went through my surgeries, I was a little scared And it wasn't even about dying because we all must die, but it was about I don't want any mistakes to where I come back in a vegetable state. I wanted to if I do come back, I want to come back 100%. So that was a little fearful. I was a little afraid of that. But my sister, she was a plus size girl, and when my sister was growing up, she was very skinny. And just one day I remember she was in the third grade because she was skinny and people would say, girl, you can put some meat on your bones. My family are bigger people. Not obese big, but like solid big. They're big. They're not skinny people. And, my sister, she got teased for being skinny. Of course, it is what it is. But I remember she was in the third grade and she said that she was going to sit at home. She was going to eat until she gained weight. And she did. And she gained weight and she just kept adding on weight. And she decided to get a weight loss surgery 2012, which was supposed to be one weight loss surgery, but they ended up doing two weight loss surgeries. And that's what took her life. She basically been fighting for the past 3 years of her life. And, I prepared for this day. She knew this day was coming. We talked about it several times. Even this year, we talked about it and she knew that this was her time. And she was able to push it back to where she didn't go too soon. But ultimately, like I said, she did pass on this morning at 5:18. And my only thing, like I said, this feeling, you cannot describe this feeling. I lost family members, grandparents, cousins, best friends. But losing someone who came from the same mother and someone who was like your best friend growing up and someone who people know this, but being LGBT in society could sometimes be rough. And like I said, my sister, she accepted me, when I first moved out of my parents' home to start my life. My sister was one person who would always reach out to me and say, I need to see you, I need to see you, I need to see you. When I first went back home for a little bit of, time, she was still living there because she was still a teenager. We would share secrets and, she never wore makeup. My family, they're not into wearing makeup and hair and all that good stuff. But she would ask me like advice and I felt good about it. Her older sister giving her advice on, beauty. Right. So we shared that. And I remember when I first started taking hormones and, I started budding, I remember she would be like, yes, that shit's going to hurt. And, she would just do crazy shit to me. I'm trying to think about the positive stuff with my sister because, I don't want to think of her the way she went out. Like I said, she had 2 surgeries done. It was supposed to be 1. And the surgery that they gave to my sister's probably only 100 pounds overweight. The surgery they gave to my sister is for someone who is 800 pounds overweight. It's 2-in-1 and it snatches you very quickly. And it was just too much for her. And like I said, she passed on and she knew she was going to die. Even 2 weeks ago, she reached out to me via Facebook and she decided to go to Vegas. Even though she was getting sick, she wanted to go to Vegas. And that's when I knew it was her time. The crazy thing about it is my sister has 3 kids. When she went to Vegas, she knew she was going to die. And being the power number that she is, my sister was a 33. She was an Aries. She did not want people to see her a certain way. And I know my sister, she went to Vegas to die because she didn't want her children to see her like that. My sister lost a lot of weight. And I've not seen my sister physically in almost 2 months, but she was really losing a lot of weight. And my sister, knowing that it was her time to go, she went to Vegas, and that's where she died at. And, you know, her children are young, 9 and I believe 7. They're twins and one single child. But her being the strong person that she is, and, you know, that Aries, that power number, to think of her wanting to go to Vegas so that her kids would not be able to see her during that time. And I know she did that purposely. I know she did that purposely. And like I said, my emotions is mixed because death is a part of life, and no magic can stop people from dying. Magic could prolong that process. It could stop it from happening instantly, but death is still part of life. And to know that my sister was selfish enough to just knew it was her time to go. And I told you I lost a cousin a year ago, and that was her favorite cousin. And I thought of that. You know, I know she's with my family, and she was in a lot of pain, even physical. You know, her last times, she did not like what she saw. She did not like what she became with her surgeries. And I know that that's not a concern for us no more. Unfortunately, unfortunately, my children will never get to meet her. My husband, to know, my sister and I, we had a lot of similarities. Our personalities were very much alike. And she was my sister. But we, like I said, we had a very close bond. And it's like losing myself, honestly. And I know she's there spiritually. And I'm happy that she's able to be a part of those who fight for me on the spiritual side of things. But physically, like I said, you know, I won't grow old with my sister. I won't be able to share no more secrets with my sister. I won't be able to smell my sister anymore. To see her wildness. Oh, God. Oh, oh. Like I said, mixed feelings. I don't need people to have sympathy for me because I'm a grown ass woman and I've experienced loss. I want you guys to think about her kids and my mother. whatever positive thoughts you have, whatever love, please send that to her children and my mother, because I know they're going to need it. She was the youngest out of my mother's children. My sister was a very, she was a leader. Like, she was a power number in all of its essence. My sister got pregnant at 16, but she got pregnant at 16 by choice. She actually, no, excuse me, she got her own job at 16. She got pregnant at 19, and she moved into her own place at 19 while she was pregnant, and she managed to stay up on her own. And her children's father was not there. He would visit from time to time, but my sister, her being younger than me, she still, I guess they inspired me, because she was just a strong person. That's all I can say. And like I said, I'm trying to stay strong and stay positive, because becoming too emotional does get me sick. And I don't want to be in that state. It does make me physically sick and mentally sick. And I don't want to go there. The last time I experienced something like this was 3 years ago. And that was a very, very dark place for me. And I don't want to experience that again. So like I said, I'm coming here to share this with you guys, because, you guys are my spiritual family. And, I'm only working on 1 or 2 caseworks. Thank God I started it and I got into the meat of it all. But I'm going to have to, I did send you instructions on your end what to do. I will not be taking any more casework currently right now. Give me 1 moment. Hello? Yes. Okay, are you inside of the gate, or where exactly are you at? Okay. Now, we know the haters are going to troll. And what I'm going to say is death is a part of life. And my sister fought a very long fight. She's at peace. When she died, my mother flew out there to see her. And my mom said she was smiling. And like I said, we knew this time was going to come. And my sister knew. She started preparing for it 2 years ago. And like I said, it's part of life. No magic stops someone's time when it's their time to go. And that's all I can say. That was Amazon with my package. But my sister will be missed. And like I said, I need some time. I received so many phone calls from people and Facebook messages. And I can't. Like, I can't even look at a picture of my sister right now. I don't want to think about anything outside of my memories with her. You know, I'm an emotional person, but I don't like to really connect with people like that. You know what I mean? Especially when people only connect with you when you have a loss. You know, I'm not really down for that. So, like I said, to stop myself from getting too much into it, you know, at this point, I need to kind of step back and, like I said, try to keep myself busy. I'm actually going to go out right now to keep my mind off my sister. I know that she, like I said, she's at peace, and, you know, she suffered a lot this year. And the only thing that kind of irritates me about the situation, I'm just being honest with you guys, is when it comes down to my sister's health, because I work, you know, and I'm my own person, people assume that when it comes down to family functions and stuff, I'm not going to want to be a part of it because I work. And I share this to you guys. I work a lot. Like, I work a lot. And of course, I'm single right now. I don't have any children. So I'm trying to do as much as I can to, you know, keep myself good, because I don't have a husband or a man to fall back on. I'm an independent person. I don't depend on my parents for anything. So when it comes down to my sister, it's always the last minute that I would hear about her situations. And I would always tell my mom, when she first gets into the hospital, you know, let me know. I know this time, like I said, it was her time to go, so nothing could have stopped this, but I was not told. She was in the hospital since last Saturday. I was not told about her situation until this Thursday night. So just literally a day and a half ago. And I have not been sleeping. I've been kind of napping here and there, but I was just in it. And, you know, like I said, it's just, unfortunately, they told me at the very last minute. And I had to hang up on my mom a few times, because by me saying this to her, she assumed that I was blaming her for not telling me. And we kind of got into it. And I had to hang up because, of course, I know those are her emotions. And I mean, like I said, this is going to be hard for her. I know that I'll get through this. Like I said, I was aware of this. My sister was aware of this. And of course, every now and then, you know, there may be some emotions there. But like I said, I know that my sister is in a better place. You know, as my brother said, you know, she's on to the next chapter. And I know she's not going to move on that quickly. Even like right now, speaking with you guys, I felt my sister with me. And, you know, 2 nights ago, like yesterday, my mom's concerned about her. She died, like I said, this morning. But the night before that, I guess you could say Thursday night, I had a dream about her. And she didn't say nothing. She didn't say anything. She was just very still, quiet, and I felt a sense of peace. And I even told my mom this yesterday. When she called me, she's like, yeah, she's doing good. Because she was doing good. You know, yesterday, I think the days up to that, last Saturday, she was good. Sunday, you know, she started feeling the pneumonia. She got pneumonia. She got, pneumonia. And she also had gotten a like infection in her blood. So she was doing good. She started declining. When my mom told me about it on Thursday, she was, you know, kind of going through some stuff. And then, you know, I got on it. I emailed my best friend. She got on it. And she was doing good yesterday. But, you know, I didn't want to be the party pooper, you know. And I can tell you guys, I don't like telling people bad news unless I have to. But my sister told, she came to me, she didn't say anything, but I felt peace. And like I said, she knew she was going to go. And that's why I said I'm emotional about it, because physically, I won't be able to see her again. Physically, she wouldn't be able to interact with my life. I couldn't pick up the phone. I can't pick up the phone and call her. When I do have children, I couldn't call her and ask her for advice. Those things I'm gonna always think about. But ultimately, I'm good because, like I said, we all die, and she's not in pain. She's not hooked up to no machines. Her concern was her kids, and that's who I really think about, who I really get emotional for. And, it's crazy. And this year, like I said, this year has been so good for me. And I notice with life, you get good things. And with those good things, you get bad things. That's with everybody. You get good things, and with those good things, you get bad things. And I'm not going to say this is a bad thing because, like I said, she's in a better place. But it's just another area of my life that is about to change. And like I said, I can't describe this feeling. People who's lost a sibling, you know what I'm feeling. If you lost a sibling, everybody's calling me. You know what I'm feeling. My best friend lost her younger brother. Like, what I'm feeling. Everyone else, this feeling is not, you cannot stop this feeling. It's like, it's different. I grew up experiencing deaths, but this is a different type of loss. And like I said, I'll be okay. I'm doing a lot better now than I did before when my mom first told me about it. I kind of was having an out-of-body experience. But staying positive and, doing my spiritual stuff, it's helping me to cope. And that's, like I said, that's all I really want to stop by here and share with you guys, So like I said, if I take an absence from YouTube for a little bit to be with my mother and my sister's children to show my support, please understand that. And even when I start accepting casework again, it still won't be immediately back to back. Just allow me to cope with my new reality. And what's even crazier too? I want to put this out here. Last year, we went to Vegas. There was a whole bunch of stuff going on last year with a whole bunch of jealous grown-ass women on here. And when we went to Vegas last year, we had a big old spring equinox event. And there was an accident on the freeway. And I took a detour, and I ended up hitting someone's fence. Right? We talked about this, and people say, yeah, that was a little braised of our magic. That's what they were saying, right? But the people that their fence was hit, it was an old fence, first off, but the gate that was hit from the back of my car, which my car had little to no damage, they got paid out. But a friend of mine came to me and told me, if they opened up a claim, you also is entitled to some of that money. So, yeah. Yeah, I sure did. I contacted Progressive because it went up on my insurance and they put it on my credit report that there was an accident and it's under for 5 years. So we're just going to say I manifested. And it's crazy that yesterday that happens. And then 12 hours later, this happens. So, like I said, there's just a whole bunch of stuff going on. Magic does not stop people from going when it's their time. But definitely, if you do lose someone, allow yourself time to grieve. That's one reason why, like I said, I'm keeping my distance from people, because I'm very emotional, but I don't break down in front of people like that. I try to hold it together because ain't no telling what you're looking like. And, I don't know. Like I said, that's not there. No. you don't share everything with everybody. But I just wanted to share. I just wanted to share that. And like I said, I'll be okay. Just send my mother good energy. Her children good energy, and just know that a loss is a part of life. And yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna see who's here. Thank you, Lachey. Thank you, Eclectic. Hello, Jaliel. Hello, Lady K. Hello, JT Funny. Thank you, Jaliel. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Eclectic. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Rose. Thank you. It's terrible feeling as a sibling. It hurts so bad. Yes, Lady K, it does. It feels like someone cut you. It feels like someone cut you. It's like a whole bunch of emotions in one. It felt like someone slapped you, someone choked you, you just lost your job. You, even your state of mind. It's like you're there, but you're not there. You know, and thank God, like I said, I've experienced loss before, and I've done therapy sessions, which I'm actually gonna probably hit my therapist up again. So, like I said, I don't get into that dark place. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do none of that. And I don't want to even think about doing that stuff because of this. So I'm trying to stay positive and really keep my mind busy, honestly, like play games, clean up. I'm going to get out of my house. Anubis even got a little bit of attitude, but that's why I'm going to kind of keep a little distance from him because I know he's feeling my emotions and he's projecting those emotions. You okay? You okay? Oh. Okay. Oh. Man, you're okay. You're okay. Thank you, Eclectic. I love you too. Come on, Eclectic. Thank you, Third Eye Eries. Thank you. Thank you, Missy B. Thank you, Dea. Thank you. Thank you, Melly Melly. Thank you, Native Spirit. Thank you. Thank you, Grand Madam. Thank you, Lotus. Yes, thank you, Eswiddle. We're going to definitely get through this. I'm not going to change. I just need time to cope, like I said. Yes, that's right, Grand Madam. And that's another reason, too, why, Grand Madam, it's easier to get to her now versus when she was living, having to pick up the phone, having to go to her place. She working 12-hour shifts. It's easier now. It's easier now. You know, like I said, she's in the spirit world and she'll be there to assist me. But physically, you know, she loved Victoria's Secret. Love spell was her favorite sense of Victoria's Secret. And I remember I made an oil for one of you guys. I can't remember who I made the oil for, but I made it for you guys and I was melting it off and she was with me. And she was like, "Ooh, that smells better than a plug it in." And she was all like, "Can you make me one?" And it's funny to me because I offered to make her oils and stuff and she never wanted it. But she smelled that. She's like, "Oh, yeah." And I guess in her mind, she thought it was like cooking oil or something. I don't know. But my sister was very funny. She was very funny. My sister was very funny and very, like I said, if anybody know Aries out there, anybody know someone who's just a dominant person, that was my sister. Very caring too. When I went through my little dilemma that I went through a couple of months ago, she was like, "If you need me, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here." Like I said, you know, she's the only sibling. Like my other siblings, they love me because I'm their sibling, but to accept my process 100%, they do not understand it. So they accept it from a distance, if that makes sense. But my sister, she actually she actually got down and was like, her, like, if you cannot call my sister that, then you need to address her by this name. And that's just how she was. And even when we first went out and I first started, my sister died at 27. But even when we were go out and stuff, I said that because she's younger than me. But when we would go out and people would like approach me like guys, she'd be like, oh my God, I can't believe that they actually, gagging at the show. I'm saying it's the gag. She'll be like, I can't believe they actually think that you're a woman. Wow, this is crazy. Wow. Like when I first, like we'll say 2008, like it will blow her mind. Like, I can't believe this. I can't believe this. And my mom too, she was kind of like that too. Like, I can't believe this. This is crazy. Like they actually, these guys are like actually walking up to you. So like I said, it was new for her, but she still accepted me 100%, 100%. Because they grew up with me. They knew how I was growing up. Like I've been this way since a child. Like I had uncles that would like tell my mom, you need to take your child out and try to make them masculine because I see their feminine qualities. And I told y'all that I had natural feminine characteristics, even going into developing. I developed breasts at 12 years old. And a lot of my cousins did not understand that. And I remember I had an uncle who was a pastor. And I think I told y'all this story. And he wanted to pray over me because he was like, this is a demon inside this motherfucker. Men don't grow breasts, but that's a religious point of view. They did not understand who I was from a scientific point of view and a spiritual point of view. So that's when they, got their eyes opened. And like I said, my sister was like, my sis, that I was her big sister and that's my little sister. And like I said, outside of my best friend, Lachey, nothing is like your blood, though. Nothing is like your blood sibling. Nothing is like that. And things are just going to be very different. But I know that things happen for a reason, and it happens when it's supposed to happen. And like I said, she went out through a natural way. It wasn't like a accident or she didn't fall off of a building or anything like that. It was a side effect to a surgery, a procedure that she had. And, yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Grand Madam. Thank you. Yes, I believe that, Jay. Thank you. Thank you, Larry. Yes, thank you. You lost your mom, your dad, and grandparents, but I lost my sibs. I feel like dying myself. Oh, I know, Grand Madam. And see, I couldn't even, and you know what? Me and Lachey talk about this all the time. Maybe this loss is preparing me for my mother. My mother's not that much older than me, but still, I always talk about that. Like when my mother go and my mom, she has me as one of her beneficiaries, her main beneficiary. And she would always say, when I go, this better go like this. Don't let people go up to the front. Don't let people do this. So I'll be like, who's going to be there with me when my mom go? I would think that. And she'll be like, I'll be right here with you. But like I said, I would think that my sister would be there. I would be spending the night at her house. She would spend the night at my house when that time come. And I know that sounds crazy to even think about that. But like I told you guys, I went through a mourning process when I first started transitioning. I gave a eulogy for everybody. Everybody in my life that I knew before I transitioned, I mourned their loss, because I just didn't know how the outcome was going to be when I decided to live my truth 100%. So, like I said, I prepared for that. And, now when my mom goes, it's like, okay, my sister won't be there with me. She won't be there to comfort me. We won't be able to have that sisterly bond and to go over our mother. And thank God, too, that I always think about our childhood. Like those are memories that I'll never forget. You know, my sister and I sneaking into my mom's room. Like we literally grew up as sisters. Like people do not know. I transitioned when I was 19 years old, but we grew up like sisters. Like I was never her brother, ever, ever. They always addressed me by my name, and that was it. But she never addressed me as her brother ever. And like I said, when I decided to fully transition, um, she accepted that because she knew what it was. She knew what it was. She didn't ask no questions. She always knew, even to the point to where I told you guys, I didn't like sharing a room growing up. I cut PE. I didn't feel comfortable with my, male's body, if you want to say. I cut PE. I almost got expelled from high school. I went to 4 different high schools because I cut PE class because I did not feel comfortable dressing around boys. And in my mind, I could not understand why. And like I said, I wanted my own room. I did not want to share a room with nobody. I needed my own privacy. And, my sister, like I said, she got it. So she was definitely inclined and advanced. And like I said, I think we get that from our mom because we share the same mom. So I think we get that from our mom. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Plant Care. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Iris. And you know what? I want to let this out. That's why I did this video with you guys. I wanted to let off as much as I can vocally because my mom, like when I see my family, I can't go over this with them. Like I'm gonna have to be the strong one. I'm gonna have to try. I'm gonna have to be the one comforting my mother. I cannot break down in front of her. And I think the hardest one is her kids. That's gonna be the hardest one for me. So I need my ancestors. I need the Most High. I need my spirits to give me the strength to see her kids because they look just like her. Like I said, I can't see nothing that reminds me of my sister. No pictures. Her kids look just like her. And like I said, that's going to be hard for me. So I'm definitely going to need that strength. I'm definitely going to need strength. Ooh. Because I don't want to tear down in front of them, And like I said, they're young. So I think her oldest son, I think he might understand, but her younger kids are not going to understand. And like I know you guys would know this, but I'm just going to say this, like, for those of you who lost a sibling, is it normal to feel the way that I'm feeling now, to not want to see any pictures of your sibling? You don't want to see their kids because they remind you of this person. Will I get over this? I hope I do. I hope I get over this feeling of not wanting to see pictures and not wanting to see her kids at this point. I really do. But I can't see past that. So I'm hoping I can. For those of you who've been through that, maybe maybe you can share that with me down the line. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Larry. Yes. What is Jay? Yes. Yes, Jeannie some soy sauce. My sister transitioned. Hello, Fairy. Hello, T. Yes, T. Yes. Well, not a moment of silence. Like I said, I had time to prepare for this. We had time. she knew. And I think when it's your time, I think you know. I think when your time is going, I just think of that as a kid. And I had an auntie who passed on, who I would have dreams about her. I never got to meet her, but when my mom was pregnant with me, she, she would talk about me to my mom, which is so crazy. Um, but when I had a dream about her, I asked her, like, how do you know? I was probably like 13 years old. And I was like, how do you know it's your time to go? Because all my family, every time they went, they knew it was their time to go. Even my brother's friend, my brother have lost two of his best friends. And when each of them have died, they knew it was their time. Like one of his friends, before he died, he contacted my brother like 2 or 3 hours before and said, something doesn't feel right. His other friend, who was murdered by a 16-year-old boy, because the boy stole his shoes and stole his son's shoes, and he went to go check the boy's family, and he shot him and killed him. He tried to drive himself to the hospital, and he just parked his car, and he told the ambulance, because he had no strength to text, but he told the ambulance, he gave him my brother's name, and he told them, tell him I'm not going to make it, but tell him that I'll see him again soon. And that's crazy to think about that. Like, I think you know when it's your time to go. And my sister definitely knew. And that's why I know she went to Vegas, because she did not want to die here. And how selfless of her. She don't want her kids to see her like that. Because, we would have wanted to take her kids to go see her. And she didn't want that. She didn't want that. Even my mom going to go see her, she did not want my mom to go see her at all. And I know this. I'm saying this, what I know. My sister wanted to go. And of course she wanted to go after she knew that her kids were going to be okay. And my mom is not going to tell me what she said when she got down there, but I know that's when my sister decided to go. After my mom got there, 12 hours too, after she got there. So, yeah, I'm going to try to stay positive. Thank you, Mina. Thank you, Tasha. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mina. Yes. Thank you. It does. My friend is calling me. She want to go get something to eat. Rose, it is definitely okay. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Native Spirit, and I love you too. Thank you, M. Jones. Thank you, Lachey. Yes, that's why I'm going to go out to keep my mind off of it. Yes, yes, yes. You're right. You need some soy sauce. I mean, like I said, I'm an emotional person. So, and I'm always in thought. I'm always in thought. So I have to keep my mind focused. I have to keep my mind focused on now. People used to say you have to live in the now. And I understand that. Thinking about future things could be sad and it could be scary sometimes. But I have to be in this moment. And like I said, the next coming days is probably going to be the hardest for me. Because like I said, dealing with my mom, dealing with my sister's children, helping my mom go through the things that she has to go through. As far as my sister's belongings, like that is going to be probably the roughest process. But like I said, I know I will get through it. I know we'll get through it. My mom reached out today, and she seems comfortable. She seems like she's coping, and that's just now. I know time changes, and like I said, I'm gonna have to spend more time with my mom. So like I said, my life has changed. It's gonna change, and it's horrible that it takes a loss for it to change. But all things happen for a reason. And my brother sent a scripture today. Lachey shared a scripture as well. For my younger brother, he shared a scripture. I want to show y'all with this scripture, just in case. This video is a way of me relieving stuff, speaking with people that are not here with me, like, so no one has to come to my house. Like I said, I don't really feel like dealing with people physically right now. I don't want to see people physically right now. And this is my chance to do that and to talk about things, like I said, because I can't share that with them. But my brother sent, I'm about to turn my phone off. Let me see. Oh, he put it on his Facebook. Okay, maybe it's not meant for me to find it. Thank you, Ashley and Millie. Thank you. Yes, that's right. No. Yes, thank you. Yes. Yes. That's right. Come on, Jay. It's so crazy, Native, because that's true. That's true. Like losing an immediate family member, like I said, is very different from on the outside. Cousins, that's a cousin. Uncles, aunties, grandparents. That's an outside. People that you grew up with, that you've seen. And I told you guys, like, I practically, like, I helped my sister. When my sister needed things, I was there for her, financially. She was able to get up on her own 2 feet, honestly, in the past 3 years, because we got into a big old fight. And even thinking about that, I'm glad I made peace with that. Like I said, her being postponed, because she could have went out 3 years ago. She was very close to her deathbed. 2015, November 2015, she was very close to her deathbed, like very close. Like, and we were kind of preparing then as well. But I'm glad that she had more time, and I got to make peace with her with situations. Like I said, we did get into fights. My sister, she would borrow money. She wouldn't pay me back. And not that I cared, but I would, because I'll see new tattoos on her, or, I would see her buy new clothes. And I'm like, wait a minute, girl, hold up. Don't you owe me some money? And then she'll be like, yeah, I'll pay you, blah, blah, blah. Or she'll try to dodge me. So like I said, those little things don't matter anymore. It mattered then. And then once we got over that, it didn't matter. So like I said, I'm glad I had time with my sister. I'm glad that, we were close. There was no issues with us. Like I said, I'm just thinking about our kids. I couldn't imagine growing up without a mom. Honestly, I couldn't. I think your mother is very important. Your father is too, but because you were inside your mother for those 9 or 10 months, your bond with your mother should be the strongest. And it is what it is. So, like I said, her children, not having a mother like that right there, that's going to be the hardest part. And explaining things to them. And I don't want that responsibility, honestly. I want to be the support system. And of course, if they have any questions for me about my sister, because they're young, they're going to ask about her growing up. How was she? I need to really go eat something. Y'all, I've not ate all day, and I feel a little nauseous. Um, so I think I'm gonna get dressed right now and call my friend back and go get something to eat and get my mind off some things. Thank you, Dea. Yes. Oh my God, what the hell? Hold on. People send all these messages on Facebook and it's coming on here. I need to turn off these notifications. I don't want to see that. Thank you. Thank you, Julie's Life of Love. Thank you. Yes, Tasha. Yes, I remember you saying she was passing a few years back and you were pleading for more time for it. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Dea. Yes. And that's what I said. Like, it's hard because she's gone, but she could have been gone 3 years ago and she didn't. She did not go 3 years ago. She had more time and she was a fighter. Even like going through her sicknesses, my sister wanted to work. She wanted to provide for her kids. And even thinking about, like I said, last year, you know, one of her side effects that she had from the surgery, anybody out there, that's another reason why I did this video, anybody out there that's thinking about doing any type of weight loss surgery, think twice about it. There's lots of side effects that they don't talk about, lots of side effects. And one of them is hormonal change. You lose your hair. Another one is your mood. You could become very depressive, very moody. You want to fight everybody because you're not happy. And also your vision could change. My sister actually lost her sight. And I remember this, like this was probably my strongest memory because I literally went online and we got some stones. And these stones you place on your eyes and they do cellular regeneration on your eyes. And she thought I was crazy when I first told her about this. I said, girl, we need to, you losing your sight, girl, but we can get that back, girl, let's do this. And she's like, what do we need? I said, we need some oil and we need the stone. And she's like, what the fuck is stone gonna do for me? And I told her, I said, girl, just try it. So she let me do it one time on her. After that, she stopped letting me do it. So I had to get a picture of her and do it that way, which is that takes a lot more energy. But my sister actually ended up getting her eyesight back. And this is only, I want to say 2016, early 2017. Like she was literally losing her sight. Like first her night vision went away. Then in the daytime was very, very blurry. And I told her, honey, these doctors don't have the answer. They're only messengers. There's only one power that has the answers to everything. And you have to learn how to go to that power. And it's not just praying, because people think if you just pray, there's a lot more stuff. You have to pray with conviction. You have to go into that. It's a battle. You have to give it your all, give up everything if you have to. And I told her, it's going to happen. So of course they gave her supplements. Her body was rejecting those supplements. And I just said, girl, this is going to work. And like I said, it worked. She got her sight back. She started working. And then even when she fell sick, this year, because September this year, she also, the infection came back. Like she got an infection because it weakens your immune system. If you do not know, like your stomach, your small intestines, that's all this is we'll say from your mouth down to your anus is your immune system, your esophagus, all that. So when you go in there and you cut that open and you take pieces out and you add pieces on, it really fucks up your immunity. And, like I said, she got sick and we thought that time she was going to go out. And, I told her everything's going to be good, but I told her she needs to make things right. And she was like, I know. And all she just kept saying is, I'm going to be okay, but I'm thinking about my kids. That's all she was saying. I think that's every parent's concern. Because even when my grandmother died, her concern was her kids, and her kids are all grown. So yeah, like I said, she was prepared. She was prepared, and yeah, like I said, I'm gonna miss her physically. I'm gonna miss her, but she'll always be here through memory. And that's the reason why I don't drink or smoke. People wonder why I don't do that. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs because I have memories of me like at 15 months old. Like I can go back to 15 months old. I have good memories. And I don't ever want to lose those memories ever. Um, so like I said, she is alive through my memories. But of course, physically, she's not here. But I'll be okay. Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you, Julie's life of love. Thank you. Yes. Yes, you do. Pray with conviction and yes, conviction and intention. Yes. I did not want to make this into a sad video. This is a celebration for my sister. And like I said, this is an opportunity for me to share my memories, a little bit of my memories of my sister, and vocalize things to you guys or just relieve stuff. But like I said, send positive energy to my mom and my children's, my sister's children. And because like I said, I'll make it. I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay. I have a good support system. You guys, of course, my best friend. You know, I'm gonna be okay. But them, like I said, this is their mother. This is someone who, you know, they woke up to, they went to bed to. You know, when it comes to my mother, this is somebody that she had. This is someone that she carried for 10 months, and she went through a lot of stuff with my sister, you know, being her care provider and, you know, just all that. So like I said, they're going to need that extra strength. Me, food, meditation, you know, getting into my spiritual stuff, that's going to help me to cope. I'm not going to say get over it because I don't think I'll ever get over it, but to cope with it. But my mother and my sister's children, they're not the same way. Like I say, even though my mother have experienced a lot of loss, losing both her parents, losing siblings, losing nephews, you know, relatives. But I know this is different for her. Especially like I said, her seeing my sister all the time. You know, she babysat my sister's kids, and my sister went to work. You know, so I know that's going to be hard for my mom. And yeah, she's going to need all that. She's going to need all that extra energy and all that extra. Like I said, I'll be good. My spirits got me. I know you guys got me as far as thoughts. But like I said, you know, send me love. I don't, you know, you don't have to be sympathetic with me. You know, just send love. We all experience loss. We're all going to experience loss. Yeah. That's right. Thank you. That's right. Do need some assessment. I did, you know, I did that for her last night, actually. And, you know, she's actually the work that I was doing that day when we got on YouTube, you know, Thursday or Friday. Was it yesterday? When we got on here and I was preparing candles and stuff. Because, like I said, I knew she was going to go. And people asked about Santissima. You know, she is the Holy Death. And she allowed that transition to go smoother. And while I was doing the work for my sister, I was actually working with Santissima. And she's one of the spirits that allow you to have access to the dead. And like I said, while I was doing that work, I wanted my sister to make a full recovery, but I knew it was too late. Like I said, just getting the news on Thursday and then having that dream about her. But Santissima, I know, allowed my sister to go to transition smoother. Like, you know, I mean, there's some stuff there's some things I could say, but I want to, like I said, I don't want to put too much out there because I know that many of you are my supporters and you have love for me, but we still have haters that watch and, they troll and they'll use any little thing that's us that did that. You know what I mean? Oh, we the one that caused that. And we all know that they didn't. We all know that. My sister, like I said, been dealing with this since 2015 and we knew the time was coming. We all said it. My brother and I, we talked. He said, I prepared for this. My mother did too. We all knew this time was going to come. It being so soon, my mother was not prepared for that. But like I said, there's things I could say, but I'm not going to say because people are watching and they would use anything. That's us. That's us. The internet trolls that will like to use anything to get a click or a like. You know how they get. So yes. Rose, gastric bypass? No. Still risky. Still risky. My sister went to an American doctor who performed well over 1,500 procedures on this. And I even think that there's possibly some medical malpractice going on here because my sister consented to one surgery, but when she went to Stanford, they actually found out that she had two surgeries. She only agreed to one. And the surgery that they gave her was for someone who was 800 pounds overweight. My sister was not that much overweight. My sister was beautiful, plus size, and her losing weight, and she became literally sticks and bones, or bones and skin. Like her last years, she was really getting sicker. She had several transfusions, and like I said, this is a medical malpractice. Something's definitely going to be done about this legally, because, like I said, I no. This is, like I said, this is not how it should have been. She wanted to lose weight, but she went because she had the money to do something more extreme, and the doctor slipped in more procedures. And like I said, it shortened her life. But like I said, there's all things happen for a reason. I'm not blaming. I cannot blame. The universe knows everything, why things happen. This could have been her time. This could have been, this was definitely her time. And this could have been her contract. I don't feel like this is a premature death for her. Like I said, I personally felt like this was her assignment. 27 long years, great years that she had. And, I don't know what else to say outside of, like I said, I will miss her. And anyone out there that will ever go through this, allow yourself to go through those emotions. And that's all I want to come out here. I want to come out here to talk about me not doing casework, taking a break from that. If you do not see me on here for a while, don't think anything outside of just me trying to keep myself focused. Amazon. Hello. Yes, it is. That's Amazon with a package, and my phone died right when she called me. I need that package today. I need that package today, honey. She better bring this package. Let me open that gate for her, just in case she outside. Come on through. Yes, that's right. That's right, Kroll. Yes. Yes. The band. Yes, that's right. Come on. Okay, Amazon. Come on. Call back. Call back. Ooh. Hold on. You be putting instructions on Amazon and follow instructions. I hate that about them. You tell them, oh, here she go. Yes. Hello? Well, I gotta go, you guys. I gotta go. The next video will be more positive. And yeah, we'll be back into what we're doing. Whew, I have to run down the stairs. But yes, thank you guys, honey. That's right, Dea. Yes, Dea. Yep. Solar return. Yep. Her life path number was a 33. She died at 27, which is 9. She was in Aries, and she had a good life. My sister had a good life. And like I said, her end was bittersweet. Thank you, Eclectic. Hello, Inspired. Yes, honey. Yes, Shay. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Do you need some soy sauce? Yes, I will. Thank you. I love you all as well. Thank you guys so much. Like I said, the next video will be more not so down. I was not going to make this video today, honestly. I was not. But I cannot, like I said, you cannot stay, in one place. And even thinking about how Do Need Some Soy Sauce said, you have to keep going. That's probably the hardest part. And like I said, my best friend and I, we both have experienced losing our youngest sibling. And this been years for her. She lost her brother years ago. And I know she still haven't got over it, but she's managed to cope. So I definitely understand. What she was going through when she lost her brother. So, like I said, that's the hardest part about moving on, because their life is not moving on. Their life is, it stopped. And then life just keeps going on without her. Life is going to keep going on without her. And her kids are going to get older. And, like I said, they're going to have questions about it. And, when they find their wives or their girlfriends, my sister is not going to be here to give them that motherly advice. And like I said, you can have step parents, you can have grandparents raising you, you can have aunties and uncles raising you, but that bond with your parents is very different. And all of you out there who have had the privilege to be raised by your own parents know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't know how my life would be if I was raised by a grandparent or raised by an auntie or uncle. I just feel like it wouldn't be the same, So it's not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same. They're not going to have the same viewpoints as other people, but their life will still go on. And like I said, everything. And, even think about this as well. Before my sister had that surgery after she had her twins. When she had my nephews, she also almost lost her life. And as I said, my sister was a fighter. She was a fighter. She was a very strong person. Yeah, but like she almost lost her life. Multiple pregnancies is risky. And she had my nephews at 7 months. And even one of my nephews almost died as well. And I remember rushing down to that hospital and being there for her, supporting her. With her almost losing her life, she had to get a blood transfusion. And then her almost losing her child, I had to go show my support. And I hate hospitals. Anybody who knows me, I hate the smell of hospitals. You feel energies, you feel emotions, you feel everything in the hospital. If you ever want to, outside of possibly going to jail, if you ever want to know what it feels like to have energies go to your body quickly, or people say, I don't know what it feels like to be a clairvoyant, or what it feels like to be an empath, or what it feels like to be a spiritual in tune person, go to the hospital and see what you feel like. If you start feeling symptoms, if you start developing, I think the physical term is called hypochondriac. I think a hypochondriac, feeling as if you're experiencing these things, which should definitely be real. That's why I don't go to hospitals. Seeing, smelling, tasting that stuff in you. And that's one of the reasons why I got out of nursing, because when I did my internship, I said, nope, I can't do that. Feeling that, taking that on, It's too much. So like I said, for me, for my sister, I went to the ICU. I went to the neonatal area, and I didn't like hospitals. I hate elevators too. I went in elevators, girl. I went on the third fucking floor. Like I hated the whole experience outside of me being there for my sister. As she was there for me. And like I said, one of my supports are gone. And like I said, I'll be okay. Moving on is going to be hard, but I know I'll be okay. I know I'll be okay. Staying positive and focusing on the bigger picture. Okay, the bigger picture. Thank you, Tasha. Wow, you still miss him after all these years? Oh, Tangling, you lost your sister, your brother too? Oh, wow. So we have a lot in common. Thank you, J2 Funny. Yes, well, that's another thing too. Yes. Now I have someone else I could venerate and ask for spiritual strength that I could invoke and evoke and ask to battle for me on the other side. Exactly. And like I said, that is the plus to the negative. He passed at 21. Wow, that was young. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Tangling. Yes. Yes. That's right, Larry. Yep. My sister, she wasn't even an emotional person. Like, she got emotional, she got frustrated. But outside of that, she didn't get emotional. And I think that's a fire sign too. I think fire signs when they're frustrated, they get very, very emotional. And that's how my sister was. But to cry, or when someone passed on, she grieved, but she got over it. And like I said, my cousin died last year, who was her best on Valentine's Day, actually, who was her best. That was her best cousin. That was her favorite cousin. When he died, maybe a day or two, she mourned, but then she got over it and she handled it so well. And I thought of that. I was like, And that's one way how I knew that she was prepared for her own death. Even outside of her talking about her children and who's going to take care of them, I said it's her time. And then, like I said, my mother told me about her being in the hospital, and I started doing my work. I was like, yeah, let's ask for this transition to be, to be a good transition. She's not in pain no more. And like I said, on to the next chapter. She's not in pain. And now she can protect her children, and she can kick a lot more ass. Her strength here was not that great, but now on the spirit side, I'm going to give her that strength. I'm going to venerate her, make something for her when I'm able to. Like I said, right now I can't think of pictures. I can't see pictures, Memories, I can see that. I can experience that. But pictures and seeing physical duplications of her, yeah, I'm not ready for that. And I probably won't be for a while. But I hope I can get over this. Because like I said, I don't want to become depressive, and I don't want to become sick, because emotion does make me sick. And that's the other reason why my family try not to put things on me. They try not to hit me up, because they know that stress is not good for me at all. Like stress or any type of emotion, it gets me sick. Like, I don't know why. That's always been that way. It could be because of my blood type, but it's always been that way. Too excited. If I have too much excitement, I could develop diarrhea. Not trying to be funny. I could develop diarrhea or vomit. If I'm too irritated, like I want to punch somebody, fuck somebody up, same damn thing. I will start throwing up, because, it's just emotion. I don't handle emotion well like that. So like I said, I want to stay positive and focused and keep myself occupied and think about her time to time, and But I definitely need to get out. I definitely get out of my house because I'm thinking about a lot of stuff. And yeah, so I need to shower. I need to get dressed. And yes, I will see you guys later. Thank you guys so much for coming in here, honey. Yes, thank you. If I die, I give them 3 and 3 days on to cry over me. Then after that, pick yourself up because I ain't coming back. That's right, Larry. That's right. Yes. Yes. Well, it's true, Tasha. You know, I know she's happy. I know that she died at peace, like I said. My mourning is not going to be really about afterlife and what that process was. My mourning is more so going to be about her children and the legal stuff that's going to have to be dealt with, and all that good stuff. And that's kind of what I'm thinking about. And then, like I said, you know, even thinking about my own life, the things that she won't be a part of, you know. But I do know when it's my time to go, she will be one of those people waiting for me. And that's comforting, you know, because I know her. I grew up with her. You know, that's a face that I will recognize instantly. You know, so like I said, that gives me comfort. Her not being in pain gives me comfort. Yeah. So yes. Thank you. Thank you. We will talk again. Yes. Yes, I am. I'm about to shower right now. Yes. Thank you. Do need some soy sauce. Where are you from? Do you need some soy sauce? Yes. That's right. Yes. Everything, if it does not kill you, makes you stronger. This definitely. I don't know what the other side of the mountain is going to look like, but like I said, things are definitely going to be different for me. And I think I told y'all this too. The past few months, my sister and I, we were not the greatest, because her and her friend got into it, and she would put me in the middle of it. They both were doing it. They would call me. You know, I'm the mediator. I keep telling y'all that. People call me to mediate for them. And that's what it is too. I try to isolate myself because I don't, some things I like getting a part of to help people, but some things is like, I don't want to be a part of that. And May of this year, that's what it was. They were trying to make me a part of a situation that I really don't want to be a part of because it was stupid to me. And then, you know, she was calling me. My sister's friend was calling me, you know, you need to tell her this. Why don't you tell her this? I'm like, no, why don't you tell her? Because, bitch, I'm doing shit. You know, so they were really frustrating me. So since May, we have not been that close because every time I would see my sister, she would bring up the situation. I would say, girl, she's like, but I'm your sister. You should have my back. And I'm like, I have your back. That's why I'm keeping my distance because I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to be a part of that. What y'all got going on, that has nothing to do with me. I can't be mad at someone or dislike somebody because you made an irresponsible decision to do something with that person and they decided not to keep up on their end of that bargain. Just like with me and my friend. I had a friend that we had a falling out business-wise and people were still cool with that friend. I couldn't be mad at them. I couldn't unfriend people or cut people off because they were friends with them. And my sister's one of them. She was still friends with this person who fucked me up business-wise. I didn't say, you know, fuck you, screw you, or whatever. So, like I said, it has not been the greatest 5 months. May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Okay, 6 months now. But, it's December now, 7 months. Ooh. But either way, we got over it. We talked about it. We talked about it about maybe a month ago. So that's good. So yes. Okay. Oh, you're in the Bay. Come on, do need some soy sauce. You in that 707. I might be out there. I don't know. Yes. But anyway, y'all, let me go shower. Let me call some people back. Hold on. Okay, anyway, listen, y'all. Yes, honey. I will see you guys later. Thank you guys so much. Love and light. And See you next time. Bye, you guys. Thanks for your support.